2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, and for the 6th year 2024. I'm sick of his face already. I redrew the same artwork. Let's see how I did. I first started drawing around the summer of 2018, so the first artwork in 2019 was approximately a little over a year of art practice. I had seen artists redraw the old artworks to track their progress, and that made me want to do the same. As you can see, I settled on a winter themed boy. He's my OC who I still haven't named yet. When I do these redraws, I try to draw everything on my own, from the pose to the background. But as you probably saw, I had a traced base I kept referring back to. I posed a 3D model and traced it, and then used that traced sketch as a guide. I don't think using 3D models is cheating, it's a resource for us artists. However, since these artworks are supposed to track my progress, I try to avoid directly tracing on top of one. So yeah, I marked the spots on the reference and tried to draw it on my own. It didn't go well. Oops. I was eventually able to get something okay, but at the end, I then turned on the layer with my trace reference sketch and tried to adjust the sketch I did on my own to that. If I'm being honest, I did not improve that much in drawing itself. I counted the full illustrations I did this year, and it's about half as much as I did last year, and a couple of those were screenshot redraws. Not only that, but I heavily relied on using 3D models to draw over in a couple other illustrations because I was trying to get these artworks done quickly, mostly for YouTube videos. I did draw a lot this year, but it was mainly chibis for my Etsy shop. In terms of drawing a normal sized human, I think I forgot some things. I'm not so much proud of that. But one of my goals next year is to focus on revisiting the fundamentals and getting back to where I left off. Even with the background, this is the first one I drew this year solo with no direct reference I was going off of. The other artworks I did this year, if the background was more complex, I had a photo assist. If anything, the last time I drew a background by myself was the 2023 redraw. Oh gosh, that's so bad. The perspective is slightly better, but he still looks too big against it. I don't know exactly what I'm doing wrong. I think it's the trees. I think. Hopefully I figure this out next year. Due to all of this, I didn't think there would be a big difference from last year's illustration. And in terms of the drawing of the character, I do think that's true. Yes, I did improve a little. You always improve as long as you keep drawing. I can see it in his face a little bit. Technicality, is that the right word? Technicality-wise makes more sense? Whatever, you know what I mean. Anyways, what really got better this year were my values and use of colors. I did not notice this until I compared the artwork side by side at the end. But yeah, even though I used the same color scheme, it feels less dull. Granted, I did make last year have a colder vibe, but even then, the values didn't give as much contrast to each other, unlike this year's. It's nice to know I still improved more greatly somewhere in my art. I'm not sure if my shading and rendering got any better significantly. I do believe it is better, but I still don't like it. This goes for hair too. I'm still battling for what I want my shading to look like in my style. I probably should have talked about this at the beginning. My bad. But there's one very obvious thing I did different from the previous artwork, and that is the angle of the pose. For the other years, I did a straight-on front view of him. This year, I was fancy and did a lower angle, plus him getting ready to throw the snowball instead of just holding it. I say I felt fancy, but actually, the way I always imagined this artwork from the early beginnings was a heavily low angle foreshortened pose with mostly his shoe in our face. Okay, wait, hear me out. He's supposed to be having a snowball fight with his little sister, so I wanted it to look like a cool actiony pose with a lot of motion. The way I do it this year still doesn't come close, but I thought I should still try. Also, I really didn't want to draw this, so I thought it would be more fun drawing it in a different angle of him, despite knowing I won't be able to draw what I wanted. I thought about doing a totally new artwork that I can start redrawing every year from now on, but no, until I get the original artwork I planned for this winter boy, I'll keep redrawing him every year. Maybe, hopefully, I'll accomplish that in 2025. Trust me guys. Actually, don't. I tell myself this every year. Anyways, the artwork is wrapping up here. It's not my favorite, but it's still improvement and that's all I could ask for. Let me know in the comments if you've redrawn any of your older artworks, and also let me know if you would like to see me redraw more of my old artworks as well. If you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe. I guess I'll go now. Bye bye. Happy holidays, winter, yay.